Welcome to another episode of Coming Into Being. Just typing in my little message as always. And I'll be able to talk more directly. Okay, here we go. All right, let's just take a moment to get centered. Come into your breath. Hey, Anna. Hola. So let's just come into our breath and take some nice deep breaths. Hi, Elizabeth. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth to just kind of release any stress, any tension, and just to just kind of clear out the system from whatever you were doing a minute ago or from your day. You take a nice deep breath in and just kind of hold it there for a minute. Just think of all the stuff that you just can release right now, and on the out breath, just let it all go. And do that, and then just take a couple more deep breaths. Let yourself just kind of relax into your body. We just tend to pull up here a lot. We're always talking, we're always thinking, always processing ideas, always, analyzing. Let yourself relax into your body. Even if your body has pain somewhere, just let yourself really just sink down, just melt. Allow yourself to come into a deeper state of relaxation. And when we get so involved in our heads and our minds, everything tenses up in the body. So just giving ourselves that time. To take a breath, to take a break. There's no need to be thinking all the time. And when you really stop yourself, really start noticing how that's pretty much going all the time. So whatever you can do to take a break from all of that. And when you take that break, you'll notice you kind of keep popping back up. Another idea, another something, another thought, another memory pops up. And every time that happens, hey, Laria, off you go. Off you go from being centered in yourself, being real present in the moment, allowing yourself to experience whatever you are experiencing in that moment. So it could be sadness, it could be pain, it could be regret, it could be frustration, it could be all sorts of things. And just giving yourself a moment to pause, to just feel that, to not go running off to the next question, to the next answer, to the next statement that's just gonna come out of your mouth. Because that's just coming from here. And pulling you up, pulling you out, or even kind of giving yourself, giving a, not yourself, but making a statement about how great you feel. Let yourself come into that moment. If you really are feeling great, let yourself feel that. How does that feel in your body? How do your shoulders hold themselves in that in that moment? How do your arms feel? You know, what are your hands doing? How are you sitting in your chair? So whether it's great or anything else, so take a moment to just come into that experience of the now. When you think you're going to come back to this, hey, Michelle, you think you're going to, well, I'm going to be sitting in this chair again. Yes, but it's going to be a different moment. Something else will show up differently, but we don't notice that necessarily if we're off somewhere else. So even close your eyes, and when you close your eyes, come into focusing more on your body. You know, don't, if you're closing your eyes and you're running off, then maybe just look down and look at something that's in front of you, but have your gaze focused on whatever something in front of you, but have your awareness on your body, on what you're sitting on. And take a moment as we're sitting here in the experience of the now to go through your body and see every area of your body, what it feels like. You know, the head, the neck, the front side of the body, the back side of the body, underneath your arms. And if your arms against your sides of your body, feel that. Notice your clothing against your skin. You know, is there a band on your pants? If you're wearing pants, you're wearing underwear, the elastic in the underwear, or the strap on your bra. Notice that. Notice all these things. The material against your skin. What else can you notice about your skin? Or that surface layer of your body? Are there areas that are cold, warmer? Well, just go through head to top, top of the head to the bottoms of the feet. Letting yourself just come in to your body and be present with yourself in this moment. There's really nothing else to do in life, moment to moment. It's about being present in this moment, in this time, this place, here and now. And you can be in the present here, the present now, the present space, regardless of what you're talking about, regardless of what you're doing. A lot of times when we're talking, what happens is we flip over to out of here and we flip over to whatever it is we're talking about. Or we bring it here into us. So we talked about that with somebody earlier. You're talking about something that's bugging you, or someone that is kind of comes into your space energetically, is around you. So they might not be doing it in the moment, but you talk about it, you bring it into yourself. That can happen. That does happen. And what does it serve? Nothing, except you kind of like get yourself out of that alignment and that connection to yourself, that presence of yourself in the moment. So let's really dive in here. I'm going to stop talking a little bit. Let's really dive into just that presence of ourselves, that awareness of ourselves in the present time, space, moment, wherever your time, space, moment is. Same time, maybe, but you have a different space than I do. There are a lot of things in this present moment, allowing yourself to become aware of them here and now. And allowing yourself to settle into this moment, into this awareness. And breathing into that. You know, and our attention span on that will be limited. We'll have a limit, kind of hitting on one right now. So take a nice deep breath in when you feel that limit. You know, breathe that, drop into the core of the earth and bring that up through your whole body, through your breath. Hold it at the top and then release it out the mouth. Come back into your breathing to help you stretch that holding a little bit more, just a little bit longer. And again, you don't have to follow my lead. You can follow your own lead with this. You notice that a little bit your focus is weakening on staying present in this moment. Just drop down, take a nice deep breath in, hold it, and then release it. And go back into your natural rhythm of breathing. You can even bring your awareness down or focused around just noticing your breath. Being aware of your breath as you're noticing other things also. And just notice how calm the group has just gotten. Just, especially right now. Of course, it's been calm pretty much, but just now. Just kind of got a little deeper with that calm that comes when we are centered in ourselves, when we're really present in the moment. A lot of incredible things can happen when we give ourselves that moment to just stop and come into ourselves, come into the moment, come into the now. It opens us up to an infinity of existence, really, and the possibility to connect with the infinity of it all, the everything in existence. But if our minds are too busy going that, whatever that is, we miss it. We miss this incredible opportunity to open more deeply to the vast expanse of ourselves and of everything. This is a good thing to do before you go to bed, as much as it is good to do when you wake up in the morning before you go rushing off to something else. Just taking a moment and sit up in bed. I can do this lying down, but I have tendency to, depending, I might fall back asleep. But if you want to just get your day started right, just take a moment to come into this present moment, right where you are. Take a look around the room, center yourself. And it doesn't have to take very long, even if it's just a minute, to kind of bring yourself into this physical, out of your dream state, out of your sleep state, into this physical moment, physical day. Really connect with yourself completely. Every time you do that, you're connecting with everything that makes you. All you got millions of cells, billions, trillions, I don't know how many cells in your body. So when you take that deep breath, letting yourself come into the moment, out of sleep, becoming conscious, present, aware, awake. And then move into whatever you're doing next. It brings all of you, instead of half on the pillow, half on the other, running off in. And running off, I mean, not necessarily moving fast, but moving off. So one half here on the pillow, the mattress, whatever, the other half. So splitting yourself up for the day. And same thing at the end of the day, before you eat, bringing yourself present, aware, even if it's just for a breath, before you go in and take that first bite. Conscious living. So again, just take a nice deep breath in, hold it at the top, Release it out. And come into your being. Okay, taking another nice deep breath in, holding it, releasing it out, and then getting ready to move on to the next the next activity, the next thought, the next action, the next doing. Balancing out that doing with being. Sometimes we just need to, we should be able to both at times, that's that mastery of coming into really being present in the moment. So that being with whatever we're doing. And find it really good to take that time to really come into just being as best as we can. Right? You can argue that the doing is always there because you're breathing, whatever. But what I'm talking about doing is like thinking, processing information, moving, physically moving your body to go somewhere, to move into the next room, to whatever. So action that is coming from this place, whereas the breathing is coming from that being alive, being aware. It's your body's doing it on its own. It's not directed by the mind. And so, how's everybody doing with that? I guess everybody's doing so good that they don't want to say anything. That's fine. That's good. I'm doing good. Yay, good. Good, Elizabeth. Chill. Chill is the word. And it's actually really, really a cool thing to do is to just be present with someone without talking and just let yourself really be there. The other person really can do the same of really allowing themselves to just be there. There's just that, there's something different that happens, It's like you're really sharing the moment in a very different way than when you're talking, when you're sharing thoughts and ideas. Chill but awake, yeah. Yeah, good. I just saw your other other message there, Anna. Feels good, aware of myself. Yeah. Just giving yourself that time to connect with yourself. So you can say, well, how do I feel right now? Feel tired, feel happy, feel neutral, feel whatever, fill in the blank. And then let yourself notice what your body is doing with that. And go through head, head, head to your toes. I had little problems with that top of that head there. Experience that feeling. And it could be happy, and another moment you can really experience happy again, but it's going to feel a little different. And it's even more important for us to take that time for being, again, even if it's just a minute, 5 minutes, whatever you can give yourself. And it could be 5 minutes throughout the day. Also makes me feel happy, like I've been myself real. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. And because you're really coming to yourself. So it's like your spirit is going, yay, yay, we're here. Instead of your mind going, your human cycle mind going one direction, your spirit's like, okay, I'm over here, and your human mind's like off. Yeah, even if you can just take 5 minutes here and there throughout your day, just like taking that pause for yourself. I mean, everything in modern life pulls us away from that, and really kind of getting back to those natural rhythms and those natural patterns in the body, uh, to just give that, feed that connection to self. It's been a tough day, emotional, but this brought me to a place of more peace. Yeah, good. It's kind of hard when it's like more stressful day. So I'll put that into that category, that general term of stress, um, and then just allowing ourselves to take that time. I feel the energies of the full eclipse, and God knows what other planetary shifts are going on. Yeah, yeah. If you're sensitive to that too, yeah. So people pick up different information. Yeah, some people are more sensitive than others to various things. So yeah, it's good to take that time, because then you can, if you just allow yourself to sit there, it's like, okay, there's the full moon eclipse. See what that feels like, or that impact on you. It can kind of focus in more on, simply by asking. It's like, well, okay, what is the impact of that full moon eclipse on me right now? And then we have a sense of where that's coming from. If there's a directional flow to it. So coming from there, you know, you might notice that, or it might be just all over, all around you. Get a sense of the quality of that. The And then you might start noticing, as you notice that, you might start noticing other little pieces that come in as well. You can't do that if you're running all over the place, you know. And the emotional is the emotional because you're fighting connecting with that, you're resisting that. There's the emotional because you're getting pulled by this frequency, and if you're getting pulled by that full eclipse frequency, you know, why emotional? You could just say, okay, I'm feeling that pull. You know, it's kind of getting on a carnival ride. You know, is the carnival ride making you emotional, or is you're just kind of going with the carnival ride kind of thing, and going through the experience of like, whoa, okay, we go up, whoa, we're going up, we're going down, we're going down kind of thing, you know? Also leak out to news information and people. Yeah, so come back. You know, it's a work in progress of learning to really stay present with yourself, even as you're watching the news, even as you know other information is coming up, even as you're going to people. And that's probably more of what's making you emotional than the moon. But the moon is kind of accentuating that for you, so making you you know, it's an added piece. But you know, that's something to explore. It's like kind of take that time, feel into just that lunar eclipse. You know, and so to really understand how it impacts you, then you start doing that every day, tuning into how is the moon making me feel today. Tune into that, and as you do it, you'll start noticing the shifts. You'll start noticing, oh, this feels a little more like that. That feels a little bit more like that. If you line up precisely, if you line yourself up precisely to do this, like as it's going into the eclipse, and just kind of keep, okay, now what does it feel like? You know, every whatever, give yourself like a block of time. You know, even if it's just 5 minutes. Okay, every 5 minutes, just kind of tune in. What does it feel like now? Okay, and go through the whole eclipse phase. Then when it's the real full moon, you know, so doing that so you can get a better sense of how it impacts you. And if it's really making you feel emotional, or it's that heightened awareness, and then all this other stuff is making you emotional. You know, what's the mix and all that kind of thing. I mean, the moon is known to make people more emotional, so it's not. I'm not saying that you're off with that, but understanding how it's creating that for you, and fine tuning what is affecting you how. That's getting to know yourself, getting to know how you function in life. Okay, let's take another nice deep breath in. Holding it. And releasing. Okay, we're going to end it here. So feel free to kind of just, we end here. Stay in that being present with yourself, or even if it's 5 seconds, you know, literally counting one alligator, two alligator, three alligator, four alligator, five alligator. And then after you finish counting, if you count, just Letting yourself stay there for another moment or two or 10, whatever. All right. Good night, good day, good morning, wherever you are. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same place for more coming into being. And thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you for showing up, everybody. And see you soon. Yes, good night. Good night, Larry. Yeah, I know. I hope we're on the same place. It's getting dark out there finally. All right, take care, everybody.